But, of course, we do have Tiger and Jerryk here waiting in the wing to go up against Sphynx and Ghoul. I believe this is the losers' quarterfinals. Losers semifinals, excuse me, not the quarterfinals, the semifinals. So they are going right in here. Joseph and Dolan waiting right there in the losers final for the winner of this game right here. Of course, we'd love to see what you guys all think in the chat. Who do you guys want to see take this down? Sphynx and Ghoul or Tiger and Jerryk? Of course, Jerryk on the Bodvar, the Xavier Woods Bodvar, and then Tiger on the Bryn, the Acer Bryn, and then the other side we have Sphynx on Barraza and Ghoul on the Volkov.
Yeah, with the bat skin, one of the freakier skins to look at in Brawlhalla, but definitely
true.
Definitely thematic. So here we go, starting off game one onto Mammoth. Already it looks like Ghoul has managed to find a Scythe. We're going to see if we see any cheeky plays with that. Already manages to find a Sig, sending Jerryk off stage, but doesn't look like it's going to lead to a Gimp. Just some good damage as we go ahead and reset back on the center of the stage here. Jerryk gets caught by the cape, man. The cape of bats is such a good thing.
I mean, Volkov in general is just a phenomenal 2v2 character. You got Scythe for a lot of pickups, a lot of setups, and then you have the Axe on the other side, which is already great in 2v2s. And then the Sigs are so good, especially that side Sig, that side Sig having so much horizontal space that it covers. He is going to get taken out first, though, and that is going to be Tiger and Jerryk looking for another KO here, getting Sphynx into that danger zone. Jerryk, though, following suit, so he has to be careful.
Okay. Here we go. Ghoul just kind of trying to bide some time on the side right now. Doesn't want to fall too far behind in terms of the life war versus, kind of the other legends on the screen here. The one with the least amount of stocks on the board and taking quite a bit of amount of damage. Sphynx somehow is still alive. As I say that, we'll be seeing you completely taken out of the game. That's a beautiful conversion from Tiger and Jerryk as well. Tiger goes deep for the finisher as well. And now Ghoul is already on the final stock, and it's only been a minute and a half.
Ooh, Tiger going off right now, getting a ton of damage. Ghoul looking for a little bit of a KO right here, trying to get Tiger into that red, into that danger zone. He's not quite there. He's like a hit or two away. But Ghoul right now getting a little bit of a punishment. The save coming in from Sphynx and Jerryk with a little bit of action as well, trying to get into the mix as Sphynx and Ghoul are looking for that KO on a Tiger. But the turnaround, maybe they could think that maybe getting a little bit more damage onto Jerryk and putting him on the back foot is the better play here.
Okay. And the blue team, you can already see they're both forced into the corner. This is not where you want to be if you're trying to make a comeback right now. Woo! That's a good start. Ghoul finds a neutral light with the Axe, starts backing up a little bit. You can tell he's playing more reserve because he has one stock left. But because of that, it's making it so much easier for the red team to collapse. And that's almost the stock for Ghoul. Ghoul trying to run away from the Xavier Woods. Has Tiger on the other side. There's no safe place in Brawlhalla right now. And oh my goodness, somehow, no, not like this. Sphynx says, get out of the building. Anyone can get it. There we go. Axe recovery is going to go ahead and take the stock there, but now Sphynx is all by his lonesome.
Oh, you hate to see it happen. One stock left for Sphynx, taking out his buddy's last stock. Ghoul is out at this point. 3 stocks to go through against Jerryk and Tiger. 2 monsters of players right here. And they are not going to make it easy. They have team cohesion between the two because they've been playing all of these 2v2s together. They have the individual skill because they're almost always, I mean, I don't know the last time Jerryk wasn't second place, at least this year. But Tiger, I mean, what more needs to be said in that realm? So Sphynx has his work cut out for him so much. And we'll see. Maybe he could take a stock. Maybe he could take 2. Who knows? Maybe he even takes it down, but this is so stacked.
Oh, tries to go for the down sig. Doesn't have a dodge for a little while. Manages to avoid that down sig somehow and gets the dodge back right in the nick of time there. That could have potentially been a very precarious scenario for Sphynx. But, I mean, this scenario he's in right now isn't much better. And that down air is going to be enough. There we go. Jerryk finding the game-winning down air there. And Tiger and Jerryk going ahead and taking that game 1. I'd argue in a pretty convincing fashion. But it also doesn't help that Sphynx deleted the last stock of Ghoul there, but to be honest, Ghoul was kind of behind the entire match. Everyone had 3 stocks, he had 2, then he had 1, and then it was like, you're kind of falling behind here, and he never really found his stride, right? They say slow and steady wins the race, and sometimes that's true, but more often than not, that's just a lie.
I mean, I mean, depending on what you're in, yeah, but this is not one of those places.
Yeah.
I mean, you want to be in there. You want to be fast. You want to be beating the opponent up with everything you got. You want to send them over to your teammate. You want to make them lose that stock before they even understand what happened, before a thought even goes through their brain cells. You want to get them completely out of there. You want to hit the gas by
Gotta
manual.
step on the gas. Yes, I love initial D. But with that said, man, I'm take a look at him, right? We're on Shipwreck right now. The stock count is fairly even here. A nice recovery from Ghoul. Can we get the Gimp, though, on Jerryk? No, doesn't want to commit to an option. Gets a good chunk of damage, though, but I really want to see this Scythe pop off. We've been able to see Ghoul get a good chunk of hits in, right? We've seen him get probably more SIGs than anyone else, I want to say, but in terms of actual KOs, those have not been landing.
Mm-hmm. And sometimes that can be the make or break it point, right? Like if you can't find those KO options, if you can't find those kill options, then like you can build up as much damage as you want, but if your opponent has 800 health built up and you can't hit for the KO, then like what's the point?
There we go, Ghoul. Throwing out the Hail Mary ground pound with the spear. I mean, that's always an option that it doesn't matter how good you are, it'll work on the worst player and the best player. It is just one of those options that you always have to kind of keep an eye open for, and he manages to find a KO with that one. We see Sphynx in hot pursuit here of Jerryk as Tiger finally loses the first stock, and this is actually a pretty close game here. You know, despite the fact that Tiger hasn't taken too much damage, I'd say this is reasonably close. It's doable.
Yeah, Jerryk as well. I mean, his movement, his evasiveness is absolutely impeccable. I mean, just avoiding so much damage from the blue team, playing around it, and allowing Tiger to just come in and get so much damage built off at the same time is phenomenal teamwork here. Even if he's just like a target dummy, well, I mean, that's going to be extremely important, unfortunate. And like right while I'm putting like the hot wax on the car, making it look real nice and shiny, he just goes and dumps a whole bucket of mud right on the front.
Sometimes, I mean, life is just that unfortunate, man. it really do be like that sometimes, and you're just kind of sitting there like, man, I really wanted to like just have this hit right this one time, and then life says no. Oh no, Sphynx, no, Sphynx, you botched it, buddy. You botched it. Yeah, that was embarrassing. Oh no! Equally as embarrassing. That was
a double overextension. I mean, that's just how it is, though. Especially like sometimes in 1v1, but especially 2v2, because you go off and you try to save your teammate from a quick fall, but then you just drop and you have no idea. It's like, oh, well, maybe I should have gone back and touched the wall. And that's even more so an issue on this map, like you see right here. Shipwreck Falls, low, short-sided map, and you got to get that wall touch because it's just a little tiny hair. Just like a little sliver of a wall space that you got to go tag, and that can be really dangerous, both getting back to stage and on the edge guarding side, because you got to watch out for all those options that can just take you down, and that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, I mean, now they do have another shot, right? You know, we're going to game number 3 here. This is the last chance that Ghoul and Sphynx have to put a point on the board against Tiger and Jerryk, and hopefully the smaller stage in Miami Dome will give them the affordances to do that. So far, you know, once again, we've had pretty even starts, I want to say, every game, but then it just like there's a breaking point where it just completely shifts in the favor of Tiger and Jerryk, and I'm just wondering if Tiger and Ghoul can just start with a little bit of a lead and just keep it for a little bit, they might be able to just hold on. And so far, this could be it. If Sphynx can close this out, no, Tiger's gonna be able to get back, but he gets some good damage on Jerryk. Just need to close it out. Well,
I mean,
hey!
Hold on. Oh, blue team coming in right now, taking so many stocks. That's less than a minute. Jerryk is almost eliminated. Look at this. Look at the stocks up on the right, top right. That's one left, already getting damage built up by this blue team. Already looking so fresh right now. It's like a whole different set than what we've been seeing so far. And Tiger trying to pull things back a little bit, but Sphynx, of course, still holding on to that first stock, getting hit by the side air. Didn't get too much of a wall touch, does have the dodge to get back, so he's going to be living.
Yeah, if you're the blue team here, this is definitely your game to to lose, right? Like at this point, you've kind of done a lot of the heavy lifting. Jerryk is already in orange on his final stock. This is where you tell your partner in voice comms, hey, focus Jerryk and let's just get the 2v1 as soon as possible and don't give them a chance to turn it around. And so far, I mean, they're doing an immaculate job here. They get Tiger down to the final stock. And this is why Brawlhalla is so good, man. That Axe Sig really just creates opportunities like that. And that is so important in 2v2s.
Oh, yeah. And it's like his stat line, too, just completely what you want for 2v2s. Like high defense, high damage. Like, especially just anything that gives you survivability. I mean, his movement isn't, like, super duper good. But you can totally just put a point in because, like, everything else, like, it's gravy, baby.
Couldn't have said it better myself. It's Thanksgiving dinner. Grandma made the good stuff. You're just here to eat it up. Do you like recovery? We'll be seeing you. That's game number 3. Ghoul and Sphynx taking that one. And you got to give Sphynx credit there. 5 KOs that match, right? 543 damage. So it's not even like 543. I consider that like a moderate amount of damage, right? When you're playing Brawlhalla and you see 543, you're like, okay, that's like a decent amount to almost considered a lot, but it's not particularly alarming. But that just shows you how efficient the blue team was with getting their kills that game. And it's especially due to some of the edgeguard sequences they were able to get and the damage ranges that Sphynx was able to find those axe neutral sigs. Just well played.
Oh yeah, and like especially in the 2v2 arena, like 540 in that range. I mean, you're getting. Let's see. I mean, it depends on how many stocks he took off, of course, and how much team damage you got in, because that does also get counted. But like that's a pretty good spread of damage right there. And what you really just don't want to see though on the other end is like you don't want to be like down in the low 300s or anything below that, because then you know something went wrong in that game and you got to go back into the lab and just like tune things back up. But Ghoul, with a nice little hesitation there to get a little bit more damage and try to get a little bit of a dodge read. Not sure if it was necessary, but it worked.
Yeah, I mean, so far, hold on. Blue team looking alive here. Jerryk already in the red. If they can send him off stage, start getting some edge guards going, this could be perfect. That weapon throw is a great way to start it. And Sphynx with the air ball, but it doesn't matter there because Jerryk is out of the picture there for that first stock. And this might be it. This Koji pick doing work as well, man.
Looking really, really good on the Koji. And I mean, this is a character, he's got a lot of great options. He's got a lot of great SIGs. He's got two good weapons. Like nothing too crazy, but like they're really versatile. You can use them like pretty much anywhere. Ooh, nice option there from the down SIG. That's going to pick up. Jerryk actually finding the K off the top too. So that's going to be the follow-up there. And Ghoul still holding on to that first stock, doing a really good job at just building damage right now with that bow.
Oh, and Ghoul. Yeah, I was going to say, he's getting kind of aggressive there going for that gravity cancel D-Light. Gets punished adequately for it. Kind of got a little bit too predictable with his aggressive rhythm there, but he's going to be perfectly fine with that. That was his first stock. Jerryk in the red yet again. It just kind of seems to be the tale here. They try to get rid of Jerryk first and then kind of shift focus over to Tiger. And especially on a stage like this, every time they hit Jerryk off stage, even if he doesn't get KO'd, they have all this time where they can decide to 2v1 Tiger if they want. We just saw a little bit of that right there. Now Jerryk gone. Have to wait this entire time for him to respawn. More time to 2v1 Tiger, and it is working out. Oh, if they got that pass up there from the top of the screen, I would have lost it.
That would have been insane. I was hoping for it, but I wasn't going to say anything because you don't always see that stuff hit. But either way, Jerryk trying to get into the mix right here with the hammer, looking for a little bit of a stomp. The coach pick successful finding the KO. That's going to be one stock left for Sphynx, a total departure from last time when he held on to 3 stocks nearly throughout the entire game. There's the pancakes, not going to be any good right here. Nice. The scoop, that's going to be the Raisin Bran, not going to find it. And Tiger coming right out right now. I mean, Jerryk, I mean, nice. He's got like basically the whole breakfast suite right now.
Got the whole Kellogg's catalog. But now it's Ghoul all alone. One man, one Cinnamon. Can he be the winner, man? That's where he's at right now. Can he make it to the bowl at Apple Jacks?
I love those commercials back in the day.
He doesn't have much affordances here, right? He has to KO Jerryk, which he has to do that. Oh, God. With or without strawberries, though, right? I mean, they are the red team. Oh, man. He is. It's not looking good.
Always with the fruit. Always with the fruit. But,
Hold on. Oh,
Ghoul. Is he? Oh, I mean,
he needed that. KO
does he have it right here?
No, just Neutralite. Oh. But I like the read, though, because the read would have KO'd. Neutralite wouldn't have KO'd on the stage. D-Sig, not enough
That's
juice
not
on
a KO,
it.
though. Too much of a diagonal angle. Making his way back to stage. Ooh. He's surviving this far, looking for a little bit of damage. Has a KO opportunity on it. Jerryk to force it. Ooh, a little bit of a jumped gun there is going to mean that he is not Lucky Charms, and instead he is going to be...
What is he going to do?
I had another cereal
Cookie
lineup.
Crisp?
It was like,
I don't know. Like, what's a bad cereal?
Shoot,
like Sugar Mini Wheats?
I
don't know.
You know,
I don't eat cereal, man.
I had it lined up in my head, and I don't know. But I don't know. Maybe the grain brand dry oats blocks that you get, and you pour like tons of milk, and then you let it sit there for like 20 minutes so that it's like soft enough to chew. Maybe something like that. I don't know. I haven't had that cereal in ages, but either way, we got game number 3 coming down for Jerryk and Tiger, and of course they're going to be going on to face off against Joe Suit and your boy Dolan.